Welcome to this YouTube channel. In this video we are going to talk about the top 10 best golf courses in Massachusetts. Before starting this video, like this video, and subscribe to our channel for future updates. Massachusetts, often known as the Bay State, or the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, is the most populous state in New England, with Boston as its capital. Golf was popularized early in history, thanks in large part to the Pilgrims who arrived in Plymouth on the Mayflower. The Country Club at Brookline was America's first country club, founded in 1860, but members had to wait until 1893 for a basic 6-hole golf course to open. Myopia Hunt Club, on the other hand, was the golf course that really started things rolling in Massachusetts, hosting 4 early U.S. Open championships, the most recent of which was in 1908. Since those early days, Bay Staters have taken to the royal and ancient game, and the state today has over 400 golf courses, with 7 of them frequently appearing in our U.S. Top 100 rankings. Many classics from the Golden Age may be found in Boston and the surrounding area, but don't discount the new, as the state is home to a slew of top-notch modern golf courses, with Old Sandwich serving as the recurring highlight. Here are the top 10 best golf courses in Massachusetts. Number 10. Salem Country Club, Peabody. Salem Country Club was founded in 1895 by a group of rich Salem residents, who believed the city needed a golf club. The course was designed by renowned architect Donald Ross in 1925, and spans 350 acres of gently undulating New England countryside. Perhaps Ross's finest creation is the 18-hole course that resulted. Each of Salem's holes is painstakingly constructed and cleverly routed, and there isn't a single hole that would ever be deemed weak. Salem gets off to a strong start with 2 difficult par 4s, and finishes with 3 tough 2-shot holes. It's no surprise that Salem Country Club has held a number of key national championships, including the 2001 U.S. Senior Open, which Bruce Fleischer won by 1 stroke after shooting level par. Nobody, including Jack Nicklaus and Tom Watson, broke Salem's par that week. When Bruce Fleischer won his first and only senior major in 2001, the U.S. Senior Open made its first visit to Salem Country Club and the state of Massachusetts. In 2017, the festival returned to Peabody. Number 9. Hyannisport Club. The Hyannisport Club lay out snakes around the tidal marshes of Nantucket Sound. It was designed by Alex Findley and revised by Donald Ross in 1936. Even though the fairways are only 6,443 yards in length, they can be difficult to manage when the wind picks up. The club, which was founded in 1897, has some of the most beautiful views on Cape Cod, with water visible from every hole. Hyannisport is close to the Kennedy compound, and several members of the Kennedy family have been involved with the club over the years. The course's best holes are all near the coast, as evidenced by the 410-yard 4th, a left-angled dogleg, and the 202-yard 8th, where tee shots must traverse a huge expanse of marsh, with the 3 closing peninsula holes making a difficult finish. Number 8. Sankaty Head Golf Club, Siasconset. Sankaty Head Golf Club was founded in 1923 by David Gray, a former associate of Henry Ford, who donated a clubhouse and 280 acres of land to the new Sankaty Head Golf Club. The Atlantic Ocean swirls around the 90-foot bluff, affording panoramic coastline vistas. Sankaty Head, derived from an Indian term meaning highland, is located on the eastern shore of Nantucket Island. The iconic Sankaty Head Lighthouse, especially on the front 9, is an interesting focal point. Golf has been played in this area since 1894 at the neighboring old Siasconset golf course, so it's only right that the golf course at Sankaty Head was created by a local Sconset lad, Emerson Armstrong, who was also the old Siasconset Club champion. In 1925, Skip Wogan constructed bunkers, and A.W. Tillinghast made minor changes afterwards. Sankaty Head Golf Club, one of the few examples of links-style golf outside of the United Kingdom and Ireland, has honorable traditions that are more akin to the best golf courses on the other side of the Atlantic. The club strives to be inclusive, membership is private but reasonable, and the public is welcome to play Sankaty Head during the off-season. Let's hope for more in the future. Number 7. Eastward Country Club. Although Herbert Fowler designed one of America's best closing holes, the 18th at number 7 Pebble Beach, Eastward on Cape Cod, is his most captivating 18-hole design. The course's difficult topography was brilliantly utilized to pose issues in posture, lay, and depth perception. It was rooted on an isthmus in the Atlantic, with each 9 looping out and back along the ocean's edge. However, by the 2000s, Eastward Ho had been overgrown with trees. Architect Keith Foster reintroduced golfers to Eastward Ho's spectacular, glacial setting by removing thousands of pines and hardwoods. It's become golf's version of a spine-tingling, neck-twisting roller coaster ride down the water's edge. It's most certainly a tee box if you come upon a flat lie at Eastward Ho. Number 6. Boston Golf Club. The Boston Golf Club in Hingham, Massachusetts, is a modern-day Pine Valley, sculpted by architect Gil Hanser and his crew from spectacular coastal topography with sand gashes. Fairways wind their way across the countryside, presenting some blind shots that are celebrated rather than chastised. An abandoned strip mine is surrounded on one side by chocolate drop mounds made by mining debris. A hazard known as Hell's 1/3 acre exists in one vein of sand. Boston, like number 51 Garden City Golf Club, closes with a fantastic par 3. Number 5. Essex County Club. Essex County Club is widely regarded as Donald Ross's earliest and most fascinating design. He wasn't the original architect, but he was its professional from 1909 to 1913, until his design business became so profitable that he no longer needed the pro job, and resided on site, allowing him to fix several flaws. He eventually returned in 1917 to complete a major renovation. From the flat opening 9 with fuzzy chocolate drops buried in tall fescue grasses to the back 9's blind shots, both uphill and downhill, unusual holes are the rule of the day. Special holes include the par 3 11th, which has a green that resembles the deck of a sinking ship, and the downhill par 4 18th, which is curved like AS around little hills. The club claims that its third green, which was built in 1893 and was maintained by Ross during his rebuild, is America's oldest green in continuous use. Number 4. Kittansett Club. It was only recently discovered that the oceanside links like Kittansett, long thought to be the work of amateur architect Frederick Hood, was actually the work of well-known course architect William Flynn, who also designed Shinnecock and Cherry Hills, thanks to the discovery of some original blueprints. Authors Wayne S. Morrison and Thomas E. Paul, in their mammoth 2,260-page biography of Flynn titled The Nature Faker, William S. Flynn, Golf Architect, uncover this and much more. Gil Hanser deserves credit for repairing the bunkers, without using the Flynn blueprints. Instead, he turned to vintage aerial pictures for inspiration. Number 3. Myopia Hunt Club. Few people realize that by 1908, Myopia Hunt Club, a weird, eccentric lark with greens that resemble bath mats and bunkers that resemble bathtubs, had hosted 4 US Open championships, 2 of them when the club had only 9 holes. Myopia has always had a reputation for being a tough little rascal, with tiny greens, deep bunkers, and multiple cross hazards, despite the fact that the Open hasn't been back in over 110 years. Myopia now looks like it did in its prime as a US Open venue, thanks to a Gil Hanser restoration, but with far better turf conditions. Number 2. Old Sandwich Golf Club. Old Sandwich Golf Club may be the most deftly constructed, core Crenshaw design to date. In its cross-bunkering, hazard placement, and sandy waste areas, there are traces of Bolter's Roll, National Golf Links, Pine Valley, Pinehurst No. 2 and Chicago Golf Club among the pines, scrub oaks, gnarly bunkers, chocolate drop mounds, wavy fescue and briar bushes. The greens are among the most rolling of any core and Crenshaw design, seeded with a half-dozen bent types for an old-fashioned mottled look. Core and Crenshaw are the masters of the traditional. Number 1. The Country Club, Clyde, Squirrel. The 18-hole course at the Country Club, which hosted the US Open in 1963 and 1988, is not the 18-hole course listed by Golf Digest. Those tournaments were held on a hybrid course that included a few holes from the club's third Primrose 9. The Clyde and Squirrel combination is certainly one of the best in the world, according to us. Prior to the 2013 US Amateur, Gil Hanser worked on course rehabilitation at the Country Club. The 2022 US Open will be held on a new 18-hole layout. What do you think about this video? Do let us know down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.